Hello everyone, my name is Aryan. I hope you are well in this lockdown, maintaining social distancing, washing your hands regularly, and also, most important, learning something, cooking something. I know, many would be cooking, learning something, enjoying their time with friends, family. So, I am going to present 10 topics on which you may find interesting or not know about daily objects. Number 1. Have you ever noticed that the king's card in the king is actually stabbing himself with his own sword in the head? Some historians and philosophers think there's actually a debate going on this. So some people think King Charles, King of France, Charles the Eighth, was having a lot of arguments with his wife for a long time. So he got irritated due to this and actually he murdered himself. Or some people think a king from England, King John, I think. I don't remember the name, it's pretty hard. So he was going to marry another princess, but the princess rejected him. So he told someone to kill him with an axe. But the card makers of the time thought it was a sword, so now it's in the current position as a king stabbing himself in the head with a sword. Number 2. Have you ever thought why the horizon exists and why do we see more when we go up? It's actually a thing scientists have noticed, and it's because the reason. I'll give you an example. A person living on a flat area, there are no buildings, no nothing. It's just flat. They can only see 10 miles of land around them, then the horizon starts. But a person who's on top of Mount Everest can see 100 miles. It's because the higher you go, the horizon expands, because the earth is actually a curve. For the flat earthers, it's not flat, or else we could see infinite amounts. Please, the earth is a sphere, kind of. It's a little spiky, but it is almost a sphere. So when the angle, so if this is the field of view, after a point, it doesn't be like this. It turns like this. So when it turns, so at the point of vision, when it turns like this, at a small angle also, our view is gone. It's gone. We can't see that area. We can't see what's ahead of that. And that's the horizon. Fact number 3. Continuing about Earth and geography. Ever thought how the sun rises and sets? I know many would know this, but due to the Earth's rotation, the particles in the Earth's atmosphere scatter the light from the sun. And actually the sun, it's not setting. It's the Earth that's moving that makes the sun go around. So for example, it's like India opposite America. So whenever the sun is setting in India, that is the other half which you can see is actually in America. So the earth is actually spinning very fast. We don't notice it because we are living here, but the earth moves on a rotational speed of 1600 kilometers an hour, while its orbital speed around the sun is 108,000 kilometers an hour. Fact number 4. Did you know 26% of the Earth's total farmland is used for livestock? And also, we still have 1 billion sheep and chickens, roughly 5 billion cows. No, not 1 billion chickens, like 2.5 billion chickens, 1 billion goats, and sheep. That's how much we have. And also poor chickens and cows and all the other animals. Pigs, they have windowless sheds, even though as they show in the cartoons. They live happy lives, but no, they live in windowless sheds. They never get to see the sun after they are in. Cows, they just keep eating and eating and eating for all their life, separated from their young hours after birth and then slaughtered once their bodies are not productive. That's really sad, you know. Fact number 6. Actually, still continuing on meat, just like 80 to 90 years ago, meat was a luxury product. Only the richest people could eat meat, and not even a burger, not those meat burgers. Just meat, just steak. Now we can buy a cheeseburger, the non-veg cheeseburger, for $1. So imagine what has gone. Even the poorest people can now have meat, literally. So imagine what has happened. Something that was a luxury product given respect of. That's why there were not many animals slaughtered, because there were not so many rich people. But if we deserve it like how it is food which is luxurious, or stop eating it, maybe everyone could be happy. Even the vegans were fighting for this. So let's continue with fact number 7, and that is, you are not sitting still. You, as I said before, are moving constantly.